This is Dr. Chris's Radio of Horror YouTube channel, and we're back with another amazing summer blockbuster movie review with Midsommar, with Cati, the blonde in front of fear.
Well, hey-do, all my Swedish brethren, and all of you creeps and crawlies out there. Yes, this is time for Midsommar, so bring your flower wreaths that go across your head and your passport. This is directed and written by Ari Aster and brought to you by A24, so you know it's going to be a mind trip. Starring Florence Pugh, Jack Rayner, William Jackson Harker, and Will Porter. On a personal note, when I go to a film, I usually take notes, just to make sure I get some quotes and stuff like that. Usually, there's like a page and a half, 2-page tops. This film, I took 4 pages of notes because it is such a mind trip. No kidding. First, pay attention. Anyone who is watching this film, pay attention to the first 15 minutes, especially this big mural that you're going to see, because basically that is a full film. When it comes out on DVD, Blu-ray, whatever, you can copy that, watch the film and realize, yep, it was the full film. Like Hereditary, that's the only time I'm going to say that. Like Hereditary, it is the first 15 minutes gives the entire film away. But this is a visually stunning cinematic mushroom trip filled with a bunch of white people doing their best Bridoon Logan's Run mix that will do for tourism in Sweden what the Dominican Republic is doing for tourism in the Dominican Republic. am looking forward to the IKEA furniture line that will probably come from this film. And I am definitely going to think twice before drinking tea ever again. The thing that makes it so incredible, though, is that this film is 95 to 97% all in daylight. And when I say daylight, I mean like not a cloud in the sky, bright daylight. The production design on this that was done by Henrik Svensson is absolute perfection, because the beginning of the film is very dark. It's very gray. It starts in the forest with the camera roll and gets to gray suburbia. You're with these people who are basically miserable in America, trying to think of what they can do. And, you know, it goes from this like family turmoil that happens to then you're like swept to Sweden and it's like bright white. And if you thought the family drama in the beginning was something, then you get to Sweden. It's like, oh, that was just a very small taste of what's going to happen. One of the things I love about this film is Will Porter's face, who plays one of 4 guys who goes to Sweden to go enjoy this midsummer with his friends and his friend Christian's girlfriend, Danny. Every scene that kind of makes you go, what the F is going on? Will Porter's face is that reaction to what your gut is feeling. But the thing that took me a while to that really sink in is that while you have this feeling that this is a film about a cult, and you know, have definitely a religion, because it definitely sprinkles some issues with Christianity into it here. Aster definitely does that with his writing. It's also there's an underlying manipulation and gaslighting and consequences for rule breaking that is the bigger picture. And it's amazing what people will put up with in their normal lives and when they're abroad, you know, just go along with things. But when you watch the film and you think about it more thoroughly, there's so many things that people were gaslighted with. And it's just bringing, you know, it's just what happened, the manipulation that occurs from the bargaining from the beginning of the film, but also how it is truly manipulating, like who at the end, what is really going on. Because it made me realize, like, from the beginning of the film, there's definitely a gaslighting circumstance that happens, and it makes me realize at the end who was truly manipulating who. I adored this film so much. I also, you know, liked Hereditary. I know it's one of the more divisive films from 2018, but I think this film is a hit. I mean, I think Ari Aster is going to go down just with the 2 films that I've seen of him. I don't know if he's done more, but I'm putting him as it's getting to icon level, like what he's doing, because he really makes you think and twists and turns, and whew, it's a good one. I give this a major cheers, and it's a major it's a major mind trip. And all you people out there, if any of you who have done drugs, I guarantee he has too, because that was the most realistic drug experience I've ever seen on film. So there you have it. That's a little insight from me. Sharing's caring.
I'd also like to point out that we actually started this journey with Cati doing our film reviews for the Radio of Horror show back with Hereditary being the first movie.
Yeah. So look at this, full circle.
Full circle. Horrible, fucked up family death shit going full circle, because you have the autistic kid in the first movie getting killed, and then you have the sister murdering her parents and herself in this one. Jesus fucking Christ. And then you got the great homage to Nicolas Cage's Wicker Man, too, with the bear costume. Oh my God. What a great freaking movie. Just really effed up too. The sex was absolutely ridiculous.
It wasn't great. It wasn't great. And the thing is, it's like one of the things that I love about this film is that you've got everything happening in daylight. I mean, all the scary parts, this is all daytime.
Yeah.
Like the things that are supposed to scare you, people running away and thinking they can, hide in here and stuff. Like, this is all bright daylight so everyone can see you. It's not like you're hiding.
Yeah.
And another thing that I think is great and that I forgot to mention is that while most people who watch this, you're going to expect things to happen. Like, there are many things when you're watching it, like, oh, well, this is going to happen. I can kind of foresee this. It's the unexpected execution of how that happens that will blow your freaking mind. Because I saw things coming like a mile away, and I saw the stuff with, in the beginning with the sister happening. I kind of figured that was going to happen. How it happened, I did not see coming. I mean, that was messed up. That was beyond messed up. And Florence Pugh's reaction to that was gold. She did it. But I mean, even the stuff in Sweden, like I saw some stuff happening. Like, yeah, I figured this is what's going to happen with people falling off. Like that kind of, I thought it was coming to that point when they go through the different life cycles and stuff. How they did
Cati.
The execution of that, though. What?
Yeah. Who played the inbred Oracle?
I don't even know if they will have this on here. Let me see.
What's funny is the actor who played Mark actually is pretty well known for his comedy movies, so this was kind of an unusual role for him to be in this film.
Oh, yeah, Will Porter. No, he is the guy who I'm saying, like, his faces, especially when Christian says, like, okay, so Danny's going to come with us to Sweden, like, don't act surprised, but she's not coming. But she's coming. But she's not coming. And his face, when he's like, what are you, I don't know what you're saying, what you're supposed to, I don't know what the Oracle's name was.
All right, that was awesome. Cati, thank you. And don't forget to check out the rest of the great reviews here on the Radio Horror YouTube channel, everybody. Stay tuned for the next one next week.